So students, let's start the class with the atomic mass. So as you see that mass is the noun and atomic is the adjective. So mass of atoms we are talking about. Mass of an atom. And you know that mass of an atom is very, very small. It's extremely small. So it's not that easy to find the mass of an atom, but still we have techniques like mass spectroscopy for determining the molecular masses fairly accurately. But in 19th century, scientists could determine mass of an atom relative to other by experimental means. So we are finding the mass today we can find with mass spectrography, but in earlier times, in 19th century, how scientists found the mass. So at that point of time, the elements which were discovered, all the elements were not discovered in the 19th century. So whatever the elements were discovered, they have made a standard, and that is a carbon 12 atom. So carbon has two isotopes. So carbon 12 isotope. So carbon 12 atom was taken as standard, and it assigned the mass of exactly 12 atomic mass units. See, just like we have the units of mass as very large unit like quintal, yes, and then we have tons, okay, we have kilograms, right? So we have, these are the units of masses. So AMU is also one of the unit of masses. So this is very, very small unit, especially to find the means related with the atomic mass of very, very small unit of mass. So now what is one atomic mass unit? So one atomic mass unit is mass of carbon 12 atom divided by 12. Okay, that is because we have considered that mass of carbon atom is 12 atomic mass unit. So what will be one atomic mass unit? So mass of carbon atom divided by this 12. Okay, so we get this as 1.66056 into 10 to the minus 24 grams. So you can see that very, very small unit of mass. So one atomic mass unit is this much. So we take it up to 5 decimals when we are talking about atomic mass. Okay, or mass of electron or mass of subatomic particles. Now what will be the mass of an atom of hydrogen? So mass of one atom of hydrogen, it was found that this is 1.6736 into 10 to the minus 24 grams. So you can see that this mass is greater than 1 AMU. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
So how can we write this mass in terms of AMU? So for this you need to divide by this number 1.6736 into 10 to the minus 24 divided by 1.67 66056 in 10 power minus 24 grams. So if you divide this, you get 1.0078 atomic mass units. Okay?
Okay, sir.
There is actually no dot in between AMU. This is AMU. This is also AMU, atomic mass unit.
Okay, sir.
So this is how the story starts. And this you can further write it as 1.0080 atomic mass units. Okay? So that's the mass of. So similarly, we have found the masses of other atoms also. Like the mass of one atom of suppose oxygen. So suppose this was the mass, x grams. So we divided this x grams with 1 AMU, means, okay, like we did with hydrogen, same with oxygen. So we get it as 15.995 AMU. So similarly, we did it for all the elements, students. Okay. So that this mass will be given to you, or you will remember by doing the lot of numericals, then the mass will be on your tips. So students, so this is atomic mass unit. Now this atomic mass unit, now we call it only U, unified mass. So this symbol AMU, instead of writing AMU all the time, we write it as U, and U means unified mass. Okay, rest of the things are same.
Okay, sir.
So you can write down this story along with me. So students, have you understood how have we got the mass of an atom in AMU? Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Okay. Now, suppose an element has 3 isotopes. Like carbon has 3 isotopes: carbon 12, carbon 13, carbon 14. So these are the 3 isotopes of carbon. Now whose mass you are going to take here as x to find the mass in AMU? So for that we see what is the percentage when carbon is found in nature. Then suppose we have extracted 100 grams of carbon. So which carbon is how much in that 100 gram? So carbon 12 is 98.92%. This is 1.108%. And carbon 14 is very, very less. So this much of percent. Now, what is the atomic mass unit of? So we found the mass of carbon 12 and then divided it with 1.66056 into 10 to the power 24 grams, and we got it 12. So this is what we have actually assumed. So story starts from here, right? We have assumed the mass of carbon atom divided by 12 equals to 1 AMU. Okay? Yes. So what is the mass of carbon 12 atom? This 12 will go that side. So 12 into 1 AMU is 12 AMU. So that is 12 AMU. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
So carbon 13 isotope means, what is the meaning of carbon 12 isotope? What are isotopes? So students, carbon has the atomic number 6. Its atomic number is 6. So it has 6 electrons plus 6 protons. And 12, this is the mass number. So mass number is proton plus a neutron. So it has 6 neutrons. Okay. Now, what about carbon 13? See, the name is carbon because they have same atomic number. That is why their name is carbon. Okay. They have same electron and proton. But now the mass number is 13. So it means the number of neutron is 7. Okay. So this is more massive than carbon 12. And what is carbon 14? In carbon 14, we have the number of neutrons as 8. So 8 neutrons. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
So it is more, so the mass of 13 will be more. So that is why it is its mass in AMU is. See students, you need not to learn these percentage numbers. No, you just have to understand the concept. Don't try to learn these numbers. Only this much you can remember, that 1 AM is equals to 1.66056 into 10 to the minus 24 grams. So that's a standard value. Otherwise you need not to remember these values. Okay, not at all. So just to tell you how the mass of carbon that you use in your numericals, which mass of a particular element do we take and how do we take it. Okay. So now students, we can see that now we'll take the average. Okay. So this much percentage has the mass 12. So if we take 100 grams, so 98.892, so we call this weighted average. What do we call it?
Weighted average.
Yes. So this much gram, or means this much percentage, the mass was 12. So percentage, we can also write this percentage. Percentage means what? What is the meaning of percentage? So percentage means hundredth. Okay, what is the meaning of percentage? Hundredth means divide by 100. That is the meaning of percentage. So 0.98892. So whether you write this thing or you write this thing or you write this, so all three of them are exactly same. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
So you find the weighted average, or you can say weighted mean, and this comes out to be, so instead of this percentage, we'll write it in terms of decimal. This percentage thing means divided by 100, so we get this in percentage. So here also, if you remove percentage, it will be 0.118, and if you remove the percentage from here, so means again divided by 12, so this 10 will be 12, right? So if you multiply them and then adding the all threes, you will get 12 point, adding all three of them, so multiplying them and then adding all three of them, you will get 12.110 unified mass. So this is the mass of carbon atom that we use, so which is written in the periodic table, okay, and that we use in our numericals. So in the numericals, if we take up to 2 significant figures, so even up to 3 significant figures, it will be 12.0. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So that's how we have reached the mass of one atom. So if there are isotopes, so then we have found their relative abundance in nature, and then we multiply this and we find the weighted average. So that's the weighted average. Is this clear, students? So weighted average of all the elements are calculated like this. So now we have understood how do we calculate the mass of a single atom, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, how do we find the mass of a molecule? So that's pretty simple. Suppose you have to find the mass of CH4. So mass of carbon atom will be given to you. We have just calculated, that is 12.011 unified mass, and mass of hydrogen atom is given to you, that is 1.008 unified mass. We calculated it also. So now I have one atom of carbon plus 4 atoms of hydrogen, right? So one atom of carbon, so 1 into 12.001 unified mass plus 4 into mass of one hydrogen atom, and this will be equals to 16.043 unified mass. Is this clear? How do we calculate the mass of a molecule?
Yes, sir.
So this will be given to you. Now H2O, how will you find this mass? So mass of hydrogen atom will be given to you, that's already given. Now what is the mass of oxygen? Mass of oxygen is 16.00 unified mass. So what will be the mass of hydrogen, mass of water? So mass of water will, yes,
For 18 units.
very good. So this plus 16.00, and that is equals to 2.016 plus 16.
18.016.
So you can see that here I have 4 significant figures. So I have to find it by 4 significant figures only. So 18.06. So these are, it has 5 significant figures. So but when I add, it has 4 significant figures. So my answer should not be greater than 4 significant figures. So that is why it is 1.02. So as this is 6 greater than 5, so this one will become 2. So 18.02. So that is the mass of H2O. So that's how we calculate, so easy. So mass of one atom is given to us. Just see how many atoms are there and find the mass. Okay, students?
Yes, sir.
You found the mass of molecule. So we call it molecular mass. Now we have another thing, that is formula mass. So where formula mass? So there are certain compounds like NaCl, where NaCl as a one molecule separately doesn't exist. Okay. So in that case, we write the formula mass. So that is the same thing. So we calculate it in the same way. So formula mass of NaCl will be equals to one atom of sodium, that is its mass is 23.0 unified mass, and chlorine is 35.5. So the answer will be 58.5 U. So the only thing is that the name is changed. Instead of molecular mass, we call it formula mass. Why? Because one molecule doesn't exist separately. So they are in some cubic like structure. Okay. So they are attached, and so the packing of Na positive and Cl ions are, they form a three-dimensional structure. Okay. So that is why. So you study up more about it, these structures, in class 12 first chapter. Okay. So right now, just this thing, that there is the word formula mass. Got the concept, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now let us move forward. So the next is mole concept and molar mass. So see, name itself is telling you mass. See, atomic mass, molecular mass, formula mass, molar mass, isn't it? So all are mass. So these are the adjectives. They tell you what mass they are talking about. So these are the adjectives here, right? And this mass is the noun. So atomic mass. So means mass of an atom, right? Molecular mass, mass of a molecule. Formula mass, mass of the formula of molecule. Okay. Molar mass, mass of 1 mole. Molar means mass of 1 mole. What is 1 mole? 1 mole is just like your, what is 1 dozen? Tell me.
Sir, a collection of 12.
12, collection of 12. So you can write it with anything. 1 dozen bananas. So it means 12 bananas. You write 1 dozen oranges. So here also 12 oranges. Isn't it? So similarly, we have mole. Mole is 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. So if you write here atoms, so it means these much atoms. If you write here molecules, these much molecules. If you write here ions, these much ions. If you write here electrons, these many electrons. So it's as simple as that. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So just like 1 dozen means 12, so 1 mole will be 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. Whatever you are adding this side of mole, same thing you will be that side. So 1 mole atom means 6.022. Is the concept of mole clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
So because atoms and molecules are extremely small in size and their numbers will be quite very large, even in a small amount of substance. So to handle such large numbers, you need a unit which is of similar magnitude, means very large. Okay, is this clear, students? So
Yes.
SI units, so you know that we have fundamental units or base units, and mole is one of the base units. So what are the base units we have? Other units are derived from the base units only. So meter, MKS, meter, kilogram, second, and then ampere, and then Kelvin, and then mole. Okay. So meter, kilogram, second, ampere, Kelvin, mole. So these are the 6 units, and 7th is candela. So these are the 7 base units, and all other units are formed from these units only. And we call, other than these 7 units, we call the rest of the units as derived units. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So mole is one of the fundamental units. So now you have understood this mole. And how have we reached this figure 6.022 to 10 to the power 23? How have we reached this figure? So 1 mole is the amount of a substance. So 1 mole amount we are talking about, that contains as many particles as are in 12 grams of carbon 12 atom. Okay, so the number of atoms present in 12 gram of carbon atom, we take that number of atoms as 1 mole. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
So we have found with the mass spectrometer that the mass of carbon 12 atom, we have found the mass, and knowing one and 1 mole, so mass of 1 mole is 12 grams, so the number of atoms in it is 12 grams per mole is the mass. And now the mass of carbon atom was found to be 1.992648 into 10 power minus 23 grams per atom of carbon. So this is the number of atoms. So number of atoms is equals to 12 gram per mole divided by this. And here we get this as so this carbon 12 atom, per carbon 12 atom, this is the mass, and this is the mass per mole, 12 grams. Okay, so students, this gram cancels out, and this atom will because this is this divided by, so this atom will go upside and mole will come down. Okay, so and then 12 divided by this, see this is, have you understood, this is divided by, so either write it here or you can write it here, carbon 12 atom, per carbon 12 atom, you can write it here also, that's the same thing. So this gram is, so this carbon 12 atom, so this atom, this is 12 gram per mole, so when you multiply, so this divides, so multiplied, so it will go here, right, upon 1.99 this grams, right?
Yes, sir.
So this gram will cancel out, so itne atoms per mole, so after dividing this 12 divided by this figure, so you get 6.022 times per 23 atoms per mole. So you need not to go into this much calculation, you only need to understand that 1 mole of 1 mole amount is the amount that carbon 12 gram of carbon 12 atom has. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So now the gram, so we were talking about molar mass, so molar mass means mass of 1 mole, so that's molar mass. So mass of 1 mole of a substance in grams is written as molar mass. So the point is that here the units for atomic mass, molecular mass, for their units is U, unified mass, but the mass of molar mass, because it is the mass of 1 mole, that's the mass of 1 atom, 1 molecule, one formula, so obviously that is very very small, so that is in U. But as this is the mass of 1 mole, so that is why it will be in grams. Got the concept, students?
Yes, sir.
So atomic mass will be in unified mass because this is mass of only 1 atom, student. Mass of only 1 molecule. So in unified mass, mass of formula mass of the substance, formula mass of only 1 formula. So unified mass. But when you are finding mass of 1 mole, means 6.022 into 10 to the 23 atoms. So then of course it will be in grams. Okay. So mass of 1 mole of substance in grams is called molar mass. So you can write it down also. The mass of what is molar mass? So molar mass is mass of 1 mole of a substance. It can be atom, it can be molecule, it can be ion, it can be electron. So it can be any substance. So mass of 1 mole of a substance, mass of 1 mole of a substance in grams. You can write this definition. So molar mass is the mass of 1 mole of a substance in grams. Okay, students?
Yes, sir.
So let us see what does this mean. Now, what is the molar mass of water? So molar mass of water will be, you have already calculated the mass of one molecule. What is the mass of one molecule? 18.02.
18.02 grams.
18.02 unified mass. Mass of one molecule. This is molecular mass. Right? So mass of one molecule means molecular mass. Right? Now what will the mass of one molar means? Molar mass means mass of 1 mole. So here you are mass of 1 mole. Molar mass. So that will be 6.023. So simply write it in grams. So mass of 1 mole of a substance in grams. It's as simple as that. So this U will be replaced by G. It's as simple as this. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Simply now, mass of NaCl. So what is the mass of one atom of NaCl? Atomic molecular mass. What is molecular mass of NaCl? 58.5 unified mass. What is the molar mass of NaCl?
58.5 grams.
Yes, it's as simple as that. So have you understood? So first write the molecular mass and then write the molar mass. Mass of 1 mole. So this was mass of one molecule, and this is the mass of 6.022 into 10 power 23. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Is this concept clear, students?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good. So now let us do some numericals based on that. Then only you will be able to understand it better. So this numerical, you have to calculate the number of moles in 52 grams of helium. See, these are the 5 variables that we have. So students, you have to write them down. Let us write them one by one. First, number of moles that we write with small n. Second, given mass that we write with small m. Third, molar mass that we write, molar is a standard, so standard quantity we write with capital M. Fourth, given number of particles that we write with capital N. because number of moles we are writing with small n. So number of particles we'll writing with capital N. And fifth is Avogadro's number of particle. That is N naught. So N naught is your 1 mole. So we call that number Avogadro's number. So Avogadro number of particles, that is N naught, and N naught is equals to 6.022 into 10 power 23. Okay, so these are the 5 variables that we will be dealing with, students. Is it okay or not?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So number of moles small n, number of particles capital N, and number of particles N naught. Standard means 6.0223 to 10 power 23 1 mole. So there are only 2 things, either number or mass. Let us write them. So number of moles capital N. Okay, now given number of particles, this is given number of moles, so number of moles small n, given number of particles capital N, right? Now given mass small m, molar mass capital M. Bas. It's as simple as that. And Avogadro's number, that's also the number of particles, that is 1 mole of particle. So 1 mole of particle N naught. Okay, got it? Only 5 variables are there. Only 4 actually, N naught is constant. Okay, students, got it?
Yes, sir.
Now let us do this question. So it involves the mass. So how many moles? So standard thing. First of all, you can write the atomic mass of helium. What is atomic mass of helium? 4 units. So if atomic mass is this, what is molar mass?
Sir, 4 gram.
4 grams. So simply change from U to G. As simple as that. Now number of moles, how many moles will be there? That will be the mass upon molar mass. 52 grams divided by 4 grams. See, 4 gram has 1 mole. So 52 gram has how many moles? 52 upon 4.
13 moles.
Keep on dividing 52 by 4 till this is over. Okay? Keep on dividing 52 with 4. Keep on dividing. So how many times you will be dividing? 13. So 13 moles. As simple as that. So you got the first formula. Number of moles is equals to given mass upon molar mass. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Now second thing. (12.044 into 10 to the power 23 helium atoms has how many moles? Here this mass has how many moles? Here this atom has how many moles? So it's the same thing. So number of moles, that is equals to number of particles. Here it was given mass. So given number of particles divided by standard. Khatam. So कितने particles हैं? 12.044 into 10 to the power 23 divided by standard क्या है? 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. इसका मतलब है 1 मोल. तो अगर इसके डबल हो गए तो कितने मोल हो जाएंगे? 2 मोल्स. सो स्टूडेंट देखो बिल्कुल सिमिलर फार्मूला है, बस 2 ही फार्मूले हैं इसमें बस. और तीसरा फार्मूला कैसे बनेगा? m बाय इन दोनों को इक्वेट कर दो. So m by m is equals to n by n naught. So we have only three formulas. It's as simple as that. Is this clear, students?
Yes, sir. Clear.
So let us do a couple of more questions based on this concept. Written it down.
Yes, sir.
यस तुलसी, समझ आ रहा है? कुछ फायदा हो रहा है बेटा क्लास का?
Yes, sir.
आशिता,
Sir.
करुणा,
Yes, sir.
रिशु,
Yes, sir.
अश्विन,
Yes, sir.
रिवीजन हो गई कंप्लीट? नमन,
Yes, sir.
तो बेटा बिल्कुल एकदम सिस्टमेटिक तरीके से आई हैव कवर्ड ईच एंड एवरीथिंग, ओके, अबाउट द बेसिक्स. नाउ
Excuse me, sir.
यस बेटे.
सर आपने डिफरेंशिएशन एंड इंटीग्रेशन फॉर फिजिक्स बेसिक करवा दिया है?
नहीं, नेक्स्ट संडे होगा.
ओके सर.
Today's class was also very important. आप तुलसी, यू कैन सी इट्स वीडियो बेटे. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट क्लास थी आप आज फिजिक्स की. Those who have not attended it, आशिता, करुणा, उसमें मीन्स एवरेज वेलोसिटी, इंस्टेंटेनियस वेलोसिटी, रिलेटिव वेलोसिटी, इन तीनों के बारे में ही मीन्स इट वाज अबाउट दैट ओनली. ओके.
ओके सर.
चैनल सब्सक्राइब कर लो, अपने आप पता लग जाएगा आपको. प्लेलिस्ट है उसमें, प्लेलिस्ट से अपने आप देख सकते हो. राइट. लेटेस्ट वीडियो अपने आप पता लग जाती है. लेटेस्ट वीडियो कौन सी डाली है, चैनल ओपन करो, डायरेक्ट वीडियोस में जाओ, लेटेस्ट वीडियो अपने आप पता लग जाएगी विच वन इज द लेटेस्ट वीडियो. ओके.
Okay, sir.
हाँ, दोनों वीडियोस में,
ओके सर.
हाँ दोनों वीडियोस मैंने ऐड कर दी हैं. जो आज की क्लास की थी, मैथ्स क्लास में भी काफ़ी इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक हुआ था, तो वो भी ऐड हो गई है. दोनों, बोथ द वीडियोस, फिजिक्स और मैथ्स, और ये केमिस्ट्री की भी ऐड हो जाएगी. अब सी हाउ इम्पोर्टेंट दीज क्लासेस आर. नमन कैन अंडरस्टैंड, नमन, अश्विन, ये हैं हर क्लास में. हाँ, तो नमन, व्हाट डू यू से अबाउट दीज क्लासेस बेटे?
सर दिस क्लासेस आर वेरी इम्पोर्टेंट. सर इन क्लासों में सर जो टॉपिक हो रहे हैं वो इंटरेस्टिंग भी है और सर इजी भी लग रहे हैं अब.
व्हाट डू यू से अश्विन?
सर काफी बेनिफिशियल क्लास थी मेरे लिए, क्योंकि सर केमिस्ट्री की क्लासेस में मैं अंडरस्टैंड नहीं कर पा रहा था. अब काफी क्लियर है.
तो अब सोचो जो बाकी बच्चे हैं, अब दे पीपल मीन्स योर स्कूल इज प्रोवाइडिंग द प्लेटफॉर्म, मीन्स assisting you all kinds of help in these remedial classes, but still the students, they don't have time for themselves, so that's the problem. Okay students, shall we move forward?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let us do a couple of questions, and then you will be more confident, definitely. Okay. So first thing that I want to tell you is, whenever these questions come, always write the formulas, and write the formulas with n is equals to the number of moles is equals to given mass upon molar mass and given number of particles upon Avogadro's number. So only this formula, students, only this. Just write this equation. Bas, everything is there. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And this n naught, you know the value of n naught, 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
So first question, students. 0.5 mole of nitrogen gas. You have to find the mass in all these cases. Okay. So first case is 0.5 mole of N2. Find the mass. So in all the cases you have to find the mass. So mass is equals to N into capital M. So number of moles into what is molar mass? Yes. What is molecular mass? First of all, you can find what is molecular mass of nitrogen.
14.
So the 14. So 14 into 2, 28 unified mass. So what will? So this is the molecular mass. So what will be the molar mass? 28 ग्राम्स. बेटे यूनिफाइड मास को मोलर मास में कन्वर्ट करना, सिर्फ यू की जगह जस्ट चेंज इट बाय जी. यस.
Yes, sir.
So what do you get? 14 grams.
14 grams.
Second
14
part,
grams.
0.5 mole of nitrogen atoms. Now tell me. So first of all, find what is atomic mass. What is atomic mass of nitrogen? 14 unified mass.
14.
Yes, sir.
Yes, what is molar mass now?
14.
8 units.
14 grams. Yes. So what is the now given mass of this? So given mass is equals to number of moles into molar mass. So number of moles is your 0.5 and molar mass is 14 grams. So that comes out to be 7 grams. So student, just do the numericals the way I am telling you. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now next, 3.011 into 10 to the power 23 nitrogen atoms. So now it is given in atoms. So what will be the mass? Yes. Now what is given to you? You can find the atomic mass of nitrogen atom. What is atomic mass?
Sir, 14 unified mass.
14.
So what will be the molar mass?
14 grams.
So what you need to find? See what you need to find. You, out of these four variables you have, you need to find the, in all the questions you have to find M. Now here you this N is given to you. Yes, and you know N naught and you know M. So you need not to find number of moles. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So M will be equals to M into N divided by N naught. So that will be equals to, what is your M? Molar mass.
Sir, 14 grams.
Into what is your N?
3.011 into 10 to the power 23.
10 to the power 23.
Divided by N naught.
6.0 10 to the power 23.
As simple as that. इसको कट करो यहाँ से. कितना? 2. तो 14 grams upon 2. That is equals to 7 grams. स्टूडेंट्स बताओ, इससे आसान कुछ हो सकता है क्या?
No, sir.
तो नेक्स्ट इज 6.022 fourth part, 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 नाइट्रोजन मॉलिक्यूल्स. बताओ चलो. तो सबसे पहले वही एटॉमिक मास, मॉलिक्यूलर मास आएगा यहाँ तो.
Yes, sir. Molecular.
28 grams.
नहीं, ग्राम्स नहीं होता मॉलिक्यूलर मास कभी भी.
Unified. Unified.
हाँ, तो कितना हो जाएगा?
28 U.
28 यूनिफाइड मास. उसके बाद मोलर मास
28 grams.
28. तो ये स्मॉल एम आ गया आपके पास. कैपिटल सॉरी, तो कैपिटल एम आ गया आपके पास. मोलर मास स्टैंडर्ड क्वांटिटी है, तो कैपिटल एम आपके पास आ गया. और ये कैपिटल एन ये आपको गिवन है, राइट. एम आपको निकालना है, तो एम वही सेम फार्मूला, वही एम बाय m is equals to n by n naught, right? तो m is equals to n by n naught into m, and that is equals to, what is n? 6.022 into 10 power 23. What is molar mass? 28 grams divided by 6.022 into 10 power 23. तो कितना आ गया स्टूडेंट्स? ये कैंसिल हो गया पूरा, 28 grams. कॉन्फिडेंट?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll do one more question, students. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Written it down, everyone.
Yes, sir.
So students, now the question is, first of all, whenever these questions come, you need to write the formula. Let's write the formula. N is equals to number of moles is equals to by number of particles divided by standard, and given mass divided by standard. और दोनों को स्टैंडर्ड से मैं, भाई ये गिवन है ना आपके पास ऊपर वाला है,
Yes, sir.
तो गिवन को स्टैंडर्ड से डिवाइड करना है, बस इतनी आसान बात है. ये स्टैंडर्ड मोलर मास हो गया आपका, ये तो फिक्स है 6.022, ये नंबर ऑफ पार्टिकल्स और गिवन मास, तो ऊपर वाले दोनों गिवन है, नीचे वाले स्टैंडर्ड है, तो आपका नंबर ऑफ मोल्स आ जाएंगे ये. इज दिस क्लियर टू एवरीवन?
Yes, sir.
तो बस और कोई फार्मूला है ही नहीं, इतना आसान है. चलिए क्या निकालना है? नंबर ऑफ पार्टिकल्स इन ईच केस ऑफ द फॉलोइंग. तो n निकालना है स्टूडेंट्स इसमें सब के अंदर. पहला पार्ट 46 ग्राम्स ऑफ नाइट्रोजन एटम्स. बताओ चलो, 46 ग्राम दे रखा है, यानी कि m आपको दे रखा है, तो मोलर मास लिखना है. तो पहले एटॉमिक मास लिखो. एटॉमिक मास ऑफ नाइट्रोजन एटम कितना होगा? 23 यूनिफाइड मास. ओके,
Okay, sir.
एटॉमिक मास आ गया. अब मोलर मास लिखो.
23 gram.
मोलर मास क्या आया? 23 ग्राम्स. तो ये जो मोलर मास है यही आपका आ गया स्मॉल m. तो स्मॉल m आपको पता है, n आपको निकालना है. सॉरी, मोलर कैपिटल मास आ गया ना, स्टैंडर्ड मास कैपिटल. सो दैट्स योर कैपिटल मास. स्मॉल m आपको दे रखा 46. स्मॉल m इज 46. कैपिटल m आपको पता है, तो n बाय n नॉट इज इक्वल्स टू m बाय m. सो स्टूडेंट्स, n कितना आ जाएगा? m बाय m इंटू n नॉट, राइट? सो दिस इज इक्वल्स टू स्मॉल m कितना है? 46 अपॉन 23 मल्टीप्लाई बाय 6.022 इंटू 10 पावर 23. तो ये कट जाएगा, ऐसे 2 आ जाएगा, तो 2 से 12.044 इंटू 23 एटम्स. क्लियर स्टूडेंट्स?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
तो इसी तरीके से बाकी पार्ट्स फटाफट कर सकते हैं अब हम. सेकंड पार्ट, 8 ग्राम्स ऑफ O2 मॉलिक्यूल्स. चलो बताओ फटाफट कितना आएगा. बिल्कुल सेम तरीके से डायरेक्ट कर सकते हैं अब तो हम. n इज इक्वल्स टू m अपॉन m इंटू n नॉट. तो बताओ मास कितना आएगा इसका? गिवन मास 8 ग्राम्स. मोलर बताओ कितना आएगा O2 का?
16 grams.
16 है एक एटम का, तो
32.
32 ग्राम्स इंटू 6.022 इंटू 10 पावर 23 मॉलिक्यूल्स. ठीक है, तो क्या आ गया?
Yes.
इसको डिवाइड कर देंगे तो 1 से 4 कैंसिल हो गया, और आपका आसान आ जाएगा 1.500055 इंटू 10 पावर 23. लेकिन स्टूडेंट्स कितने में करना था आपको इसे? कितनी जो है आपके पास
सर 4
2 decimal.
टू 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 जो है 2 में कर सकते हैं, या इसको जो है आप 3 तक लेके जा सकते हैं मैक्सिमम। चलिए फोर्थ पार्ट, इस बार आपको दे रखा है 0.1 मोल ऑफ कार्बन एटम्स। तो नंबर ऑफ मोल दे रखा है इस बार आपको। ओके,
यस सर
ये स्मॉल एन दे रखा है बेटा इस बार।
स्मॉल n इक्वल टू कैपिटल n बाय n नोट आएगा सर।
बस, तो और भी आसान हो गया। तो एन आपको निकालना है, तो n इज इक्वल्स टू n इंटू एन नॉट, और भी आसान हो गया। 0.1 इंटू 6.022 इंटू 10⁻23 एटम्स।
23.
तो कितना आया? 6.022 इंटू 10⁻22 एटम्स, राइट।
यस सर
ये फॉर्मूला यूज कर लिया ना आपने, n इज इक्वल्स टू n अपॉन n नॉट, राइट।
यस सर।
चलिए अब बताइए, कोई डर है आपके अंदर इन क्वेश्चंस का?
No, sir.
चलिए तो स्टूडेंट्स, चलिए थैंक यू सो मच स्टूडेंट्स।
Thank you, sir.
थैंक यू सर।
Thank you.